What's the best way to spot your friend with a bench press? Watch this.
Our next caller is Amanda from California.
Amanda, how's it going? How can we help you?
Hi.
Hey.
I'm a little starstruck just because, I find athletes more admirable than I guess like actors. And I've been listening to you guys for 6 months, and you're from NorCal, which is dope.
Yeah. I was just going to ask you, you have the Giants jersey you're rocking and you're in the LA area. Huh?
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
My question's pretty simple. So I'm a female trainer, naturally. And I have a few gentlemen who I train, and we go pretty heavy on the bench press. So, and they're being very receptive to my programming. Obviously, they're getting stronger. So me spotting now is getting a little bit to be like nerve-wracking. I'm like, I don't know who's more nervous, like him underneath the weight or me trying to figure out.
Yeah.
So like last one, he was only 230, but I'm $120, 5'10", but I was like holding like a monkey grip. And any tips, like, or I can ask. And the thing is, sometimes it's at a gym or it's at his home. So.
Yeah, great question.
Yeah, we haven't talked about this much.
Yeah, so number one, if you're, and you know this, right? If you're appropriately adding load, then the kind of help that they'll need may
very minimal.
Yeah, it may translate to like 10, 15 pounds of you lifting. Now the question is, what if there's a major issue, right? Like what if? Yeah, like what if something rare happens, like his pec tears or something like that?
You're both fucked.
Yeah.
Yes.
In that case,
it's kind of push it away from his neck.
There's no nice way to put that. You're both fucked.
Here's what you do.
It's a bad day at the gym.
Here's what you do is no, Justin said it. You support the weight so it doesn't roll back on his neck. Yeah. Have him hold it on his chest if he can. Then get to one side of the bar and let him know the bar is gonna drop on one side. Unload the weight, let the bar flip out, and you saved them. But that's very rare. It's very rare that someone has a catastrophic injury where it's like that's it. Like you need to lift all the weight. Like I've actually never seen that happen. I know it happens, but I've never seen it happen.
I would also encourage these guys, and I know how much us guys like to do this shit. I would actually try and encourage them to not max out that often. It should be a rare occasion. Yeah.
We've only done it twice. And
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Do you have access? Do they have safety bars? The benches you're using, do they have safeties that you can use?
Yeah. Is that?
They have arms underneath. Yes. If they have a good bench.
Oh, like the racks?
Correct. Yeah.
I haven't done it there yet, but that's actually a good idea.
So that's the move, is to actually do it in a squat rack and put the bench and set it up on the squat rack, put the safety bars like for squatting where the bench would go, so it's like right where it would be catch right at his throat.
That's the place that, that's the only time I would have a client that I felt like I wasn't secure enough to help with it. Like if they were lifting a lot of weight, I'm like, man, if something happens, I would use safeties in a power cage or squat rack, and some benches even come with them. Yeah. And then you're set. If he drops the weight, the safeties catch it, and then all you got to do is have him slide out and you unload
It's intimidating, but to Sal's earlier point, it's really like a 10 to 15 pound difference that you're kind of covering. If he's choosing appropriate weight for himself and he's not like way overshooting. So, but yeah, it can get like it's pretty sketchy, thinking that you're going to lift the whole thing.
It's my first time spotting, so I'm just trying to figure out okay, so if I hold monkey and if he goes like one side or the other, then I could just flip it this way or then flip it that way.
Just make sure you have good posture, obviously, as you're leaning over.
On that note too, though,
I'm so dumb for not even thinking of that. That's why.
Yeah, that's the easy fix.
And another tip when it comes to spotting, and I know some knucklehead guys are not fans of this, but I always correct them when they act like this, where they don't want you to touch the bar until they need the help. I think that's terrible. That's terrible.
You want to keep the bar moving.
You want to keep the bar moving. And so when I'm spotting, so let's say we put weight on the bar that I know Sal can't get, 6 of these things. Maybe he can get like 3 on his own, but we're going for 6.
So you're talking like 700-800 pounds.
Yeah. So I actually am spotting him with my index fingers right out the gate. So even at one rep, when he doesn't even need me, I'm actually riding the weight with so I can feel I can feel the momentum if it's slowing down, and I'm just giving. And if you do a really good job of spotting from right out the gates, you barely have to add anything. Where you get in trouble is standing back, letting them go to failure, and then now they're stuck, and then now the two of you together trying, then you're kind of fucked.
Yeah.
So ride the weight early, ride the weight right out the gates. And if they try and tell you don't, you're the trainers, tell them fuck off. This is the better way to train. You do not want to get stuck, and then I help you. That's how you get hurt. And then
if you've ever failed, you know that once you fail, like your power output drops 50%.
Yeah, and then everything else kicks in, and that's where injury happens.
Yeah.
And so, but I know some, bros in the gym, they want to, I got it.
It's like the cardinal rule.
Yeah, it's most of my teenagers too.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, buddy, I can humble you real quick.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
And two, I always have, fingertips.
Yes.
And especially when they get the one arm versus the other kind of coming up really quickly.
Yeah, so for instability in
it's
left
just not
side.
even worth it. Yeah, because then you might get the weight to shift on you, create a whole nother problem.
But I will say this too, there's a lot of fear. People have a lot of fear with the bench press that if they fail, oh my God, or whatever. I have failed with a barbell and the bench press so many times, and there is a technique to getting out from under it.
Yeah,
Literally, it's on my chest. I roll it down to my
all the way
waist. I
down.
sit up,
Yeah.
and then I can get out of the way. And I've done it so many times.
Smashes your goods, but hey, it's all part of the thing.
But I'm here, and I have more
it's within
kids.
your brains. Yeah.
Exactly.
But the move is the squat rack, like we said.
That's it.
To be safe, I think that if you got that option, that covers you, so you don't got to do any of that crazy shit. And then my advice would be just to always be spotting early, so you're not caught up waiting.
Yeah. Now, Amanda, as a trainer, do you have Prime and Prime Pro? If you don't, I'll send you those because I think those are very valuable for trainers.
I don't know.
Okay. I'll send those over. I'll send those over to you before Adam gets really angry.
Yeah,
She's only been listening for 3 months. She gets a pass.
Okay.
I said 6.
Oh, you said okay. Well, then now you don't get a
now
pass.
he's fuming.
Oh, shit.
Now he's angry.
Now I'm mad. No.
Jeez.
Yeah. And if you haven't watched the free webinars, I mean, we're sending you the programs for free. But if you haven't watched the free webinars that we've done on Prime and Prime Pro as a coach and a trainer,
So valuable.
extremely valuable. So
And I've been trying to come up to some of your live stuff because my family still lives up there, and I always would want to see. Are you guys going to do any other live?
Well, I'll tell you what, you're a trainer and a coach and you have family up here. The next time that you are coming up here, email the email that you emailed in. Email the email that you emailed in.
that's a lot
Does
of
that make
emails.
sense?
Yeah, people-
Email the email that you emailed in on already, and let us know that you're in town and you can
We'll
come
see if
watch.
we can have you watch
Yeah,
it.
have you watch a live recording and say hi.
Rad, thank you.
You got it.
All right, Amanda.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thanks, guys.
You got it. Yeah, safeties. Duh.
yeah.
I thought she was
Yeah, if
already.
you're not worried about it.
I thought she was already using those, and she was just
No, that's a simple.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need a spotter. If you're doing that if you're on your own, that's what you do. Is you use the
100%.
safeties, and you're totally fine.
a good spotter though, man.
People don't know that.
Fingers.
People don't know that.
I'll
It's a
spot
little
I'll
I can
spot
do it one
400
finger.
pounds with 2 fingers, but I'm riding the weight from the get.
A good spotter with good strength training. Unless you're trying to hit a PR by yourself and you compete, and so therefore anybody touching the bar might did I really
Right,
do
you're
it?
powerlifting, you need that.
But if you're working out and you're hitting weights that you're not sure if you can do, and you have someone spotting, a good spotter should maintain the bar speed.
Yes.
That's the idea. Maintain the bar speed. And then you can ask them afterwards, hey, that last rep, were you really helping a lot? Yeah, I was. Okay, well then
I was that young guy though. I'd get pissed. Somebody was like,
Don't
touching
touch
the
it.
bar.
Totally. That's why I made that comment. I'm like, that's such a young guy bro
total
move to be
ego
like,
thing,
don't
yeah.
touch it. It's like, no, that's if your goal is to build more muscle to get stronger on the bench, you want me to spot you like this. That's the way to do it. Not wait till you fail and then all your other muscles are now trying to help out.
And
It's
when
like,
shoulders up
I
here.
I never use spotters now.
Yeah.
If I can't do it, I can't do it.
yeah.
Yep.